you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kira the doll back for yet another video. As you guys can see, today's video is on Jocelyn's Cabaret, California, episodes 9 and 10. Episode 10, which was the airing episode of this past Sunday, was definitely a very hard watch. I feel like Jocelyn gonna mess around and lose her audience. I've been seeing so many comments about these past two episodes and as far as the Jocelyn's behavior. And the main thing that a lot of people are saying is that Jocelyn is treating these girls how Stevie used to treat her. And basically the power just went to her head. The beginning of these episodes, it felt funny and lighthearted and just entertainment. But by the end of episode 9 and 10, I felt a very dark energy and just drained from the show, and it took a toll and a turn for the worse. But yeah, let's just get into the episode. As I'm watching these episodes, I started to feel like Andrea and even semi Danny, they're like mini Jocelyn's. Now, am I wrong? Cause she know nobody's gonna be scared of her except for the new girl. Well, possibly the new girl, which is why they tried to choose her to fight. And honestly, it really kind of gets deep the reason why they chose her to fight, because as the episode goes on, you see the two girls talking, but we'll get to that point. But as far as Kanaya versus Andrea and Danny, Kanaya told Danny from the flow up and Danny admitted it. But Andrea, she ain't wanna admit her defeat. Andrea, on the other hand, she did hold her own, especially for her size, as she mentioned on the show. But I feel like it was somewhat of a tie. In this fight, I definitely felt like if Kanaya just punched a different way, she might have had a different outcome. Like if she uppercut Andrea, because the way she was punching her, she was not doing nothing to her. And not only that, but she was punching a little too slow. But Andrea, on the other hand, as I'm watching this fight, it feel like Andrea's taking all her anger out on Kanaya. Like it felt like a lot of built up and misdirected anger. They literally fight 3 times because Andrea is so angry, and it's like they just letting her get her stress off at this point. So Kanaya like telling her, "Don't grab me." So then that made me realize Andrea is grabbing this girl. So Kanaya is very observant. Kanaya also was like, after they fought their last time, "Oh, you ain't even hit me." And Andrea like, I beat you 3 times, and she really didn't connect none of them hits. She didn't connect not once. She didn't hit her. Andrea literally cannot fight. She's standing in one place swinging. Kanaya definitely looked more skilled than her in fighting, but she just lost her balance. And the fact that Andrea knows that Kanaya is a rapper shows that they were more obsessed with Kanaya than they let on to be. They've been obsessed, and maybe when Kanaya didn't make the extra effort to kiss their butt and be friends, they felt offended because they did their own research and seen Kanaya really was that girl. Also made me realize that Danny and Andrea definitely go and run all of this info to Jocelyn. And you know that they do because Jocelyn likes to have blackmail or information on a girl so that she can throw it in their face. And I always say this, but I'm gonna say it again. I can't help but feel so sorry for Danny and Andrea. Mostly Danny, because I personally like her outside of the show. But y'all definitely need to step up the appearance, because everything in your appearance isn't always about money. And just seeing the way that they act on the show for money is very mind boggling. They in the room talking about, well, Tweedledee and Tweedledum is in the room talking about trying to get Kanaya stuff because they like, I know that'll send her over the edge. And I'm just really in all about their conversations because they definitely been hating on Kanaya and still on fleek, period. But as far as Jane Doe, she really does give Jane Doe, because we really don't know who she is. But even with the conflict, she don't know what side to be on. She talks shit but still be in their face. So it's just like, we don't know how to feel about you, Jane Doe. See, so because y'all couldn't physically beat her, y'all send out messages to the video shoot girls who had good energy, talking about y'all need some help. It's not supposed to be funny. They so TV and so calculated. Lexi, like, how y'all need help? How Danny and Andrea need help for Kanaya? Like, the both of y'all? It's already two of y'all against one girl. Then Danny and Andrea, they look at Jocelyn like they should look at God. Because the way that they look up to this woman, it's past just like you liking a certain famous person or wherever. It's obsession. It's infatuation. It's deep and it's sick. When they came in the house and Andrea told them about what happened at first before Jocelyn got in there, Nick called her a dumbass, and I was crying. She was like, "I told you, dumbass, to wait." Now this the real by Felicia. Y'all can't tell me Andrea don't look like Felicia off of Friday. Now I can't unsee it. Damn, damn, damn. But I don't even know if dumb is the word because how smart was it to be hating on Kanaya so bad that y'all made the whole episode about her and part of the episode before? Like Kanaya was definitely a background character until y'all made her relevant, which y'all was in the room talking about. They was like, "Oh, we're gonna be the bad guys." Danny and Andrea is in there. They're in the room like, "We're gonna be the bad guys because we made her get in the paint." But now everybody's gonna love Kanaya because she beat our ass. Like, how self-aware and self-observant of you two. Wow, you actually have a little intelligence. Then Andrea telling them that she beat up Kanaya. So then Kanaya knotted up Erica. So do y'all think that Andrea beat up Kanaya, or y'all think that Andrea and Danny needed y'all help? So now Dez is mad that Erica is knotted up because that's her boo or whatever. And now she feel like she gotta step in it. Now this is too many hoes fighting Kanaya. It been was too many hoes fighting Kanaya when Danny and Andrea both felt the need to fight her. Y'all just showing how powerful this girl is, ain't it? Y'all don't even know. Then once they go down, I believe it was Neek, Sky, Ocean. It's a lot of people. Sky, Oceans, T Love. They all running over there. I guess to try to see what's going on and make sure no funny business going on. And after all of this happens, Jocelyn's like, "All right, y'all. Y'all doing a little bit too much. So y'all go get ready for eliminations. Cause now I feel like sending one of y'all bitches home." Which for right now sounds pretty understandable. But what happens next took us in all for a shock. And at this point I'm just feeling like these girls don't want nobody else to have their spotlight, and they feel like Kanaya is taking their spotlight so effortlessly. Even G Baby is choosing. You can tell that she jealous of Kanaya at this point as well. But let's take a moment to say, Jocelyn, you were horrible this episode. You are getting worse. The fans have no really good feedback about this season. They're really not liking the way that you are talking down to these girls, which you've heard before, but it's like you toned it up. Jocelyn, get help. Anyway, y'all can't tell me Danny ain't funny because how was she standing right next to Kanaya right after they fought? Not only standing right next to Kanaya, but saying, "Yeah, Kanaya deserves to be here. She she did what she's supposed to do." Like singing like a bird. Sitting up here talking about I stood next to her to test her gangster. If y'all leave Kanaya alone, what you want, either cat dirty Dan? Let me find out. So basically they feel Jocelyn in on everything that went down and how it went down. Even though Jocelyn already seen it. And it's definitely a sort of favoritism that she plays that she actually admits to. But it's kind of odd because this episode she wants to make it clear that she's not showing favoritism to any of the girls, or quote unquote, as she says. except for Danny, Andrea, and Oceans, right? Right. At this point, it's like Jocelyn's Cabaret donkey of the day. And the donkey of this episode was Miss Neek. We saw it. But Jocelyn wanted on your ass. What I felt the most deeply about this whole dispute between Neek and Jocelyn was just the fact of how come Jocelyn has this little birdie message of I'm showing favoritism towards you, Neek. But who said it? Because whoever said it never stood up and said nothing. Danny said something. Hers, it's kind of hard to tell before if she's lying or not. But Erica also said something, and Erica's testimony didn't seem as solid to me as Danny's. Mine's was more, my opinion on it was more like, is she lying? Like, was it her? Y'all let me know. Who do y'all think told Jocelyn that they felt like she was showing favoritism towards Neek? Because Nick and Hottest Flame got eliminated. Hottest Flame was like, you know what? When Jocelyn asked her, she said, "What about you?" Hottest Flame said, "Yeah, you're right. I want to go home." And I have to give it to her for admitting that she wants to go home, because you have girls like G Baby who's taking up space. I mean, they said that she's doing the choreography and all of this stuff, but she is playing injured, just be real. Say what it really is. Say I don't want to fight. Say whatever it is, because you know what you signed up for. You know what this is. Not saying it's right what they're doing to them, but y'all are coming in this environment and you can't be surprised when they jump on you for no reason. What Kanaya said that I found true is like, this feel like some type of initiation, and that's really how these girls are treating it. Like, all of y'all gotta get in the paint. It's like real life world and TV world. When we on TV world, you gotta get in the paint, because this is what the people are seeing. And if you just sitting there and they going, notice you ain't fighting. So they are story producing. They're helping the producer story produce. So they are being A1 talent, whatever the fuck, they independent contractors by story producing. They helping the producers out. They saying, look, she haven't fought, so let's go fight her. Let's go see if we can fight her. Andrea like, I think I could take her, and Danny like, she probably gonna whoop my ass, but let's go. It's sad that the unique situation happened how it did, and at this point, people are starting to feel like Jocelyn may be struggling with her addiction again, because why are you snapping on some of these girls? It's just not making sense. So Miss Natural also goes home because she said she had food poisoning from that food challenge, which she only ate the chicken foot, but I guess maybe because it was raw. Jocelyn, that wasn't cool. And also, everything I'm saying is alleged. Nothing I'm saying is to be true. This is all for entertainment purposes only. And Jocelyn most of the time owns up to her own ish. It's hard to say about Natural though, because it's been so many injuries and illnesses this season. Please take this as a sign to take care of yourself, your bodies, and never take your health for granted. The amount of girls who did not like Kanaya is insane, and it goes to show who really winning. And it's also messed up because Kanaya didn't come in on no mean girl mess or nothing. Like, you know, she was just kind of cool, calm, and collected. And it was also crazy how when Kanaya's talking to everybody and telling them like about how basically Erica and Des, after they fought and after Danny and them sat on the stage, oh, you deserve to be here. They still like, Erica and Des still are saying to her, "Oh, we want to fight you still." So she like, what was all of that about? Like, one minute y'all say that y'all proud of me for getting the pink, the next minute y'all still want to fight. Honestly, I think this show was a lot for a lot of the new girls. But as far as the OGs and in specific, Erica and Dez and Danny and Andrea, they seem to be the main ones who be telling stuff that's going on in the house and just the information that they're finding out about the other girls to Jocelyn. Dez, she don't say much on camera, but who knows about off camera. But as far as Erica, she sure does say a lot. And I never seen Jocelyn check her yet. Dez a little bit, but Erica, I don't know. By this point in the episode, I started to realize that some of the challenges are actually really good challenges, and I started to realize that Jocelyn, if she toned it down and didn't do all of that toxic stuff, I think her show still would be pretty successful. Do you guys truly think that her show needs all of the fighting? Because Baddies already is fighting. What's the point of them fighting on Jocelyn's show? Because Danny and Andrea cannot fight. But when it comes to them wink wink activities like Erica hinted at in her confessional, Andrea and Danny got it in the bag. They got excessive energy. But Andrea, she got the same amount of energy as Kanaya. It almost felt like, is she trying to rub this in her face? Like, you think you better, but you here with me. But did she even think she was better? And y'all already know who won. Danny. What will really be interesting is if Jocelyn was to send Danny or Andrea home for a reason so similar to, oh, they fought within the 48-hour rule or something. You know, like that would have been interesting because why are they getting a special privilege? And nobody would see that coming. Is it some type of pity you feel? Because that's what you told us last season about Oceans. But now you saying Oceans is one of your down bitches. Miss Oompa Loompa. Oompa Loompa. But got something to say about everyone else. How dare you? It started to make me feel like, did Natra truly go home because of what was going on with her? Or like, do a lot of these old girls get tired of Jocelyn just not changing? Just because the amount of old girls that went home is just insane. It's like, what's the point of bringing so many old girls back if they're going to get eliminated at the drop of a dime? Y'all got us all hyped for this season because we seen all the old girls just for them to get sent home the first and second episodes. She sent home some of the best dancers. It's just not making no sense. Then she spies her little eye on Egypt and locks it in. At this point, Jocelyn doesn't have any true reason why she be getting smart to these girls. She don't have no explanation. It's just elimination at the drop of a dime. Basically got smart to Egypt talking about you look like Shrek and you look like you want to eat us. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she ain't even do nothing. She said, I'm one of the nicest girls here. I'll be nice to everybody. And they all, well, not they all, but some of them did co-sign and say she does do her hair and makeup. She is nice. So, Jocelyn, what are you talking about? And the conclusion that I really came to, though, is that it might sound left field for some of y'all slower thinkers, but maybe Jocelyn is just scared of Egypt because she know that if she get Egypt too mad, Egypt gonna fuck her up. I feel like she knows she ain't want to fight Egypt for real. Like, she was testing her to see if she's gonna pop off, to see if they got another scene for they show, or to see, you know, how she was gonna react. She knew she was gonna get a reaction out of that girl because When you showing people that you a time bomb and you turn up at the drop of a dime, they're gonna play on your emotions and they're gonna try to control you with your emotions, and that's what she's doing. Controlling have all of these girls with their emotions. They all literally biting their tongue, suppressing their spirit and emotions to be able to deal with someone as degrading and humiliating as Jocelyn. Miss Oompa Loompa. Don't forget where you came from was baby, Miss Nalaka. Cause at this point, Jocelyn, they can get on your ass too. You look like a man. Like, let's be for real. You big, you buff, and you still can't fight. But let me stop, cause I'm not trying to sit up here and go in on you. But damn, like, cut these girls some slack. You're not perfect. You're not God. You don't want none of these girls coming back the next season. How you always let them come back and create no team so that they can all bank you now, do you? Because the type of stuff that you be saying to them unprovoked is the type of stuff that makes people have some deep, dark animosity and vengeance towards you and want to get your ass. How do you sleep at night? You need help. You need help. Period. These girls, look at Andrea, looks sad, depressed, disassociated. This is their 9 to 5. The same one that everybody go to clock into. Well, not everybody, but most people go to clock into every day and dread it. This is theirs. Now she's saying something to Lexi. I feel like she never liked Egypt or Lexi or none of these, half of these girls. She never liked them. So she gonna put them down every chance she get. Which is sad, but that's what she doing. And this season it's really amped up and it's just like despicable. Like what's going on? Like what's wrong, Jocelyn? Like what's wrong? Why are you so mad? Is it jealousy? It gotta be insecurity because it just don't make no sense. And she's surrounded by all these yes men. Nobody's making her look in the mirror. Nobody's telling her that nothing that she's doing could be wrong or could be a little harsh or could be any type of way. Not even how she's treating them. They're even okay with that. And that's why she got a whole new cast compared to season one. She don't got no girls from season one or season two. I don't believe. I think Danny and Andrea are from season three. But she don't got no OG girls. True OG girls, and a lot of them girls are most likely not gonna come back. She was tripping back then, and for it to be amped up from then, it's just like ain't no way it's amped up from then. Ain't no way the main three girls are always initiating beefs and then Jocelyn wanna sit up here and talk about you guys don't need to be fighting. Your three main girls are fighting because you're obviously giving them the A-OK. They would never do nothing that they know that you don't want them to do. Let's be for real. So now Oceans want to get G Baby because G Baby is talking a lot of mess and she's using her injury as the reason why she don't want to fight or don't have to fight. Oceans also starts getting into it with Jane Doe, and Andrea feels the need to insert herself and fight Jane Doe. And I feel like these girls are all they're truly worried about is staying on this show, and they're kind of doing it like a game of basketball, football, whatever game you want to name, and they passing the ball. They like, all right, I just fought. Here go the ball. You go fight. We all gonna stay on here on this show. Who we just all gonna take one for the team and take the ball here and there and get in the paint. And they basically want all the girls to fall in line. So basically, they want all the girls to fall in line, while at the same time, simultaneously, they like, yeah, we don't want y'all to fight, but yeah, fall in line and fight and get in the paint. Like what? Just be for real and be forthcoming about what y'all feel like these girls needs to do. Because on one moment, Jocelyn saying, "Oh no, don't fight 48 hours." Da, 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 da. Next moment, y'all like, you need to fight. Da da da. Like, choose a side. Is this a dancing show or is this a fighting show? Because We truly might need a fighting show. We truly might need a fighting show to show women self defense or some shit, or how to fight and how to defend themselves. But this right here ain't it. They can't fight. They cannot fight. They wasting our time as a collective, burning brain cells. What is this really benefiting? And you're gonna have those people, why you watching a show that you don't like? And why you watching my video if you don't like it? As far as Jocelyn, I truly feel like she's doing a lot of this for these cameras. I feel as though she be premeditating a lot of that stuff that she be saying to them girls. Like she be sitting back thinking and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna say that on the camera," and then when the cameras come out, it's like camera's action. She put on a performance for that camera. I don't think that this is truly how she be acting when the cameras ain't there, but when they come out, I think that it's a whole nother woman that come out with them cameras. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know how y'all felt about these two episodes. These were definitely a very hard watch. Um, I'll be surprised to see how much farther this show goes because I feel like it needs a drastic change. And drastic changes don't happen on Zeus. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about these two episodes down in the comments because I know y'all had a lot to say these past few episodes about how Jocelyn is acting. A lot of people are just saying they ready to cancel their subscription, which I did cancel my subscription, but I only got it back to watch the show because everybody was talking about it around the premiere. Now everybody is upset about the show. So yeah, y'all let me know how y'all are feeling. If it's feeling like this season may just be a flop. And Jocelyn better hope that Egypt can't get to that reunion because not many people are scared of Andrea and Danny. I'll see you guys next time. See you guys.